In the most developed economies around the world, the housing sector is considered an important sector to stimulate economic growth. However, in Nigeria, the most populous black nation in the world, access to affordable housing has proved abortive to the middle and low income earners, being the vast majority. This daunting and lingering challenge sees the gathering of dignitaries at the International Conference Center for the 15th edition of the Abuja International Housing Show with the theme Sustainable and Resilient Housing Solutions for a Post-Pandemic World. The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, represented by the Minister of State for Works and Housing, Abubakar Aliyu, identified that the private sector must do well in reducing the burden for the larger percentage who are underprivileged to tackling housing deficit and guarantee better housing delivery in Nigeria.
My recommendation for improving access and affordability in the COVID-19 era and beyond, as presented at the council meeting and which is still up for this gathering, is for private companies and individuals to give back some of what they control to citizens in the way the federal government of Nigeria has given back to citizens some of what it controls.
Minister of Environment Muhammad Mahmoud Abubakar explained the nexus between housing and environment, how the coronavirus pandemic has impinged on this, climate change, and so much to do with housing, especially land degradation.
All hands on deck, whether it's designing houses as environmental friendly housing construction. We are talking about how that can contribute towards energy transition. These are issues that have to do with what we are facing.
While outlining the impact of the lockdown and how it has slowed down housing development, is the former Minister of State for Works and Housing, Surveyor Suleiman Hassan Zama.
The informal sector employs about 80% of Nigerians and is mainly made of daily paid workers who are worst hit by the lockdown. It is pertinent to mention that amongst those in the low-income brackets and the informal sector, the COVID-19 lockdown has impacted them more negatively. The likely effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the delivery of affordable housing in the face of reduced revenues is better imagined.
Frida Prempeh, Ghana's Minister of State for Works and Housing, held that investing in the widespread construction of decent, affordable housing must be on the top priority for the government of Nigeria and Ghana and other African countries, as it is obvious that investing in affordable housing solutions delivers on many fronts for healthcare, pandemic protection, and prosperity.
Rate of 2.4% back home in Ghana within the first quarter. Because I gave a very nice secret about myself, I forgot to stand by the existing protocols. So I stand by the existing protocols. Thank you. The COVID-19 global pandemic has had an unprecedented impact on all facets of our macro.
Coordinator Abuja International Housing Show, Festus Adebayo, while giving an insight into the giant stride of this initiative, hopes that innovations and requirements are explored to effectively position the housing sector in combating epidemic so that Africa will not be left behind, just as he reeled out incentives that will stimulate housing development.
Sector, and particularly the housing development advocacy network that I represent, we remain unrelenting in advocating for the development and rollout of affordable housing by government and the private sector, and we like to commend the response of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Ministry of Finance, and other stakeholders toward the establishment of the 200 billion National Social Housing Program being managed by the Family Homes Fund to deliver 300 housing units for low-income Ghana across the Federation.
Governors Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos, Babagana Zulum of Borno were presented with awards of excellence at the event. The Abuja International Housing Show has emerged as the largest housing and construction sector stakeholders platform in Africa to serve the world and has maintained the status quo for 15 years. Oluwatobienita, Viable TV.